If you've thought about selling your vehicle recently, you're probably wondering what's better, selling it private party or trading it in to a dealership or a car buying service. There's one huge advantage of selling your car yourself: extra money in your pocket, even if the vehicle isn't worth very much to begin with. If you put in the time and effort to sell your old car on your own, it's possible to break even or perhaps make a profit or pay even more than you originally paid for it. As an example, if your car is paid for, you can usually sell it for more than what a dealer is willing to give. According to information on the Consumer Reports website, you can always expect to get more than wholesale price by selling it on your own. So even if you owe more on the car, you still be able to make a profit after a private sale, or at least make enough to pay the car off, which is definitely in your favor. If your car's an older model, more than 100,000 miles, older than 10 years old, the case is even stronger to sell it privately. It seems like a no-brainer to sell your car privately, but there's a long list of disadvantages to consider. So here's some of the cons. First, you'll have to invest a lot more time selling your car yourself. For example, you have to spend time cleaning the car inside and out, making it appealing to interested buyers. You may also have to do some mechanical go-through, some checks, make sure your check engine lights, everything in your dash is off, repair any burn holes, rips, tears, paint and body damage. Last but not least, you'll also have to deal with a lot of strangers. I call them tire clickers. These are people who aren't really serious about buying a car. They're just kind of daydreaming on the internet. Not to mention, you can be liable for problems in that transaction. And a big thing to look out for is scammers. There's a possibility of encountering these folks. Not only do they waste your time, but they can also suck you into believing they're legitimate buyers. They can get your title in exchange for a bad check. So it's always best to be on the lookout for scammers. You want to get cash money from your vehicle if you're selling private party. And if you do get approached by them, you risk losing a ton of money. In some instances, beware of anybody who asks you to complete a wire transaction for the vehicle. You know, that's a pretty big red flag. Unless, of course, they wire transfer the money up front, then that's a different story. So insist on meeting face to face. Be wary of prospective buyers, so don't just go anywhere at any time of day or night. Be cautious of any buyer that says they're overseas or the Prince of Arabia. You might have heard some of those things. And keep in mind, if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Now, here's 3 steps if you're looking to sell your vehicle to save time and money. Number 1, gather all the information about your car, okay? The obvious things: year, make, model, mileage, trim, features, color, and condition. Those are all the obvious things, but make sure you have a clean title, do a Carfax, look for accident reports, gather all the information about your car that a prospective buyer is going to want. Number 2, research your local used car values. So a car in Oklahoma City may be worth entirely different than a vehicle in Denver, Colorado. So do some research and find similar cars in your area, private sale and wholesale, to get a good idea of what your vehicle's worth. Step 3, let SnapAutos help you get the best value for your car without all the hassle. So now that you've gathered information about your car and have an idea what you're looking for, let this SnapAutos valuation and VIP team save you the time, hassle, money, energy, and effort without ever leaving the comfort of your own home. Not only can we give you a market-specific estimated range within 30 seconds, but your VIP team, which are the people that we have buying cars and working our dealer network to make sure we're getting the highest possible bid, they'll handle all the vehicle information, condition, and get you a firm cash offer from our dealer network within 24 hours. After we get you the initial bid, we'll run that bid up to multiple buyers within the 72-hour time frame to make sure that we're getting you optimal amount of money for your vehicle. So how does it work? Step 1, share your vehicle information. Step 2, enter a little bit more information about the condition, photos, etc. Step 3, work with our VIP team to get a firm value for your car, and then multiple bids from local dealers throughout the state of Oklahoma. Step 4, bring your car to one of our local partners and cash in. It's simple. Skip the hassle, not the money. Visit snapautos.com and experience a simpler way to sell your car.